everyone, it's George from Blockchain TXB, and today is the 4th of October 2023, and the global cryptocurrency market, guys, has marginally gone down to $1.08 trillion. And to be honest, guys, it's going to be really interesting to see how the narrative regarding the federal government shutdown takes place over the weekend. And what I'd really recommend you to do is keep a track on the volume of stable coins on both decentralized exchange as well as on regular exchange as well, because that would give us a very good idea on the trajectory and direction of which cryptocurrency is heading towards, keeping in mind the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Now guys, in today's episode, we have a massive update, and that is regarding a blockchain called as LAMINA1. Now listen guys, if you're into Metaverse, you should definitely know by now who Neal Stephenson is, because he was the one who actually named the term Metaverse in his 1992 book called as Snow Crash. And the news is that he also has a blockchain, and that blockchain apparently has a CEO as well. But because of lack of news surrounding Metaverse, looks like this particular month they are focusing on discovery of blockchain protocol connected to Lamina, and they have two interactive workshops with Unity and Unreal Engine as well. So we'll definitely go ahead and explore that. Now look guys, if you're someone who's working in the Metaverse or are a massive advocate of Metaverse, you definitely need to check out LAMINA1. So in today's episode, we'll very briefly touch base on what the news is all about. And guys, listen, whether you like it or not, central bank digital currencies are definitely going to go mainstream in the next couple of years. Now we do have some massive update regarding Europe, and they're actually planning to launch wholesale CBDCs in just a matter of couple of weeks. So we'll definitely go and discuss this news. And guys, there is also a massive partnership news between Ledger and Sotheby's, and looks like they're trying to utilize cryptocurrencies and blockchain in the world of art and making it extremely secure as well. So definitely positive news. Now regarding artificial intelligence, we have a massive update, and this is by South Korean tech giant called as Samsung, and they're actually partnering with a startup in Canada called as Tensor. So definitely positive news. And look guys, since 2023, a lot of the news is actually surrounding regarding artificial intelligence, and to be honest guys, the hype regarding Metaverse and even DeFi and other cryptocurrency and blockchain protocols in 2023 has definitely died down. And this goes back to one of the statements that Satya Nadella, the CEO of Microsoft, said that the Bitcoin, blockchain and cryptocurrency world needs a ChatGPT moment. So it's going to be really interesting to see in the next coming years what the future of artificial intelligence is, and if there are ways we can go ahead and combine artificial intelligence with cryptocurrency and blockchain protocols. Now guys, as we do in every Crypto and Coffee Date podcast, I'm going to be discussing two news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. Now the first news guys is to do with an ex-UBS managing director called as Tim Grant, and he is leaving the cryptocurrency world to start a new crypto fund in Abu Dhabi. So we'll definitely go ahead and explore that. And a few days ago, we also talked about an ex-employee with SoftBank who started something similar, right? Now the second news guys has to do with artificial intelligence, and this is to do with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And the massive news that is circulating right now is that Saudi Arabia is launching a national OLYMPIAD for programming and AI to attract 300,000 pupils. Now listen guys, if you're someone who's into artificial intelligence space, you definitely need to check this out ASAP. And in today's episode, I'll definitely go and explore more on that news. So quite a lot to cover guys in today's episode. So let's kickstart with it right away. Welcome to the Crypto and Coffee at 8, the daily podcast that keeps you up to date on all latest developments in the world of cryptocurrencies, blockchain and NFTs. Join us Monday to Friday as you kick off your day with a cup of coffee and a deep dive into the exciting and rapidly evolving world of digital assets. We'll cover the latest news and trends in the cryptocurrency and blockchain space, as well as delve into the growing world of NFTs or non-fungible tokens and Metaverse. Plus, we'll keep you updated on the latest developments from Dubai, UAE and the wider Middle East region. Whether you're a seasoned crypto enthusiast or just getting started, Crypto and Coffee at 8 has something for you. Our expert host will provide insight and analysis on the most important topics in the industry and help you stay up to date on the latest developments. We'll bring you interviews with leading figures in the crypto and blockchain space and explore the ways in which these technologies are changing the world around us, from the impact on traditional financial systems to the potential for revolutionizing industries and transforming societies. We'll cover it all on Crypto and Coffee at 8. So tune in and join us for a daily dose of Crypto and Coffee at 8 and let's stay ahead of the curve together. We'll start your day off right with the most important news and insights from the world of cryptocurrency, blockchain and the Metaverse, and help you navigate this exciting and rapidly evolving landscape. In Crypto and Coffee a Day, the daily podcast covers the latest developments in the world of cryptocurrency, blockchain and the Metaverse. We'll also bring you updates on the latest news from Dubai, UAE and wider Middle East region. This also includes a range of topics such as developments in the local and blockchain industry, including new projects and initiatives, regulatory updates, and policies related to cryptocurrency and blockchain in the region, local and regional events and conferences focused on crypto and blockchain, interviews with leading figures in Dubai, UAE and Middle East crypto and blockchain community, coverage of any significant news or events related to cryptocurrency and blockchain in the region. By covering these local and regional developments, in addition to the wider world of cryptocurrency and blockchain, Crypto and Coffee a Day aims to provide a comprehensive overview of the industry and its impact on the Dubai, UAE and Middle East region. Now before we kickstart today's episode, I have an important message, so check this out. Thank you to our sponsors for being part of the Blockchain DXB journey. Firstly, Advanced Media. Advanced Media Guys is the largest distributor of professional video, photo, broadcast and cinematic equipment and accessories in the Middle East and MENA region. With over 2 decades of experience, Advanced Media is now the largest distributor in the Middle East, representing more than 100 recognizable brands, including brands such as Zeiss, DJI, Hasselblad, Red and Rode. As a matter of fact, guys, the very mic that I'm recording is being sponsored by Advanced Media as well, and Advanced Media has showrooms in Saudi Arabia and services as well. Looks like they're definitely taking the Middle East by storm. And here's the beautiful thing, guys, they're taking corporate social responsibility very seriously, and they're focusing on 3 P's, that is people, planet and prosperity. Now listen guys, if you do want to find out more information regarding the statement of corporate social responsibility, check out the website, that is www.amt.tv. And here's the beautiful thing, guys, they also want to be a leader and set an example and reputation as a pioneer and member of the community. And in doing so, guys, they also have an AMT scholarship with SAE Institute in Dubai, UAE, so definitely check it out. And also, guys, Advanced Media is committed to persistently developing, organizing and hosting training workshops, seminars and community events that educate, inform and familiarize consumers with new equipment and the latest technological advances. So listen guys, do one thing. If you do want to support this channel, go to the website, that is www.amt.tv, and follow the social media channels as well. All of the details are in the show notes below. Next, Shalhoub Group, a luxury retail and distributor which is headquartered in Dubai, are getting into the NFT game. And here's the deal guys, they are not just getting into the NFT and Metaverse space, they are going to be shaping the NFT, Metaverse and Web 3.0 space, which I believe is excellent not just for Dubai and UAE, but also for the global cryptocurrency community as well. And guys, Shalhoub Group's Web 3.0 sneaker brand called Soulmates revealed their first NFT collection on the 12th of April. Now what is really interesting is that it's called as Soulmates, so it's spelled as S for sugar, O for orange, L for Larry. Now instead of E, they've replaced it with Web 3 and it is the number 3, mates.xyz. And guys, listen, Shalhoub Group has over half a century's worth of experience in luxury goods, and them getting into the NFT space is a massive deal. Now if you're a sneakerhead, you definitely need to check out soulmates.xyz. And once again guys, the number is 3 instead of an E. It has all the information, and in the show notes below you'll get all the information. And listen guys, if you want to be an early adopter, you can also pre-mint it at www.premint.xyz/soulmates. So definitely check it out. And they have a Discord community as well. And guys, Nick, who is the head of corporate innovation at Shalhoub Group and also the co-founder of Soulmates, has a WhatsApp group where he constantly provides updates in the area of NFTs, Metaverse and Web 3.0. So guys, check out soulmates.xyz and be part of the Soulmates OG NFT that is definitely going to shape the industry. Next, listen guys, there are 3 things I'm absolutely passionate about. One is death metal, ice cold beer, and the third one is extreme sports, and that is Tough Mudder. And Tough Mudder, guys, is a series of obstacle and mud runs that'll push your physical and mental limits without the pressure of competition. It's essentially a community that is built on teamwork and overcoming obstacles, where stepping outside of your comfort zone is the actual reward. And my big question is, guys, when was the last time you did something wild for the very first time?
Now listen guys, Tough Mudder Arabia has a formidable team, and one of the events does actually take place on the 14th of October. And Tough Mudder Arabia guys is putting across a series of events this year and next year. And the first big event take place on Fujairah Adventure Park on the 14th of October. So look at the show notes below, you'll find the registration link. And if you're someone who's in Dubai, there are 2 days of back-to-back Tough Mudder events as well that takes place on the 11th and the 12th of November at the iconic Jebel Ali race. And finally guys, in the second quarter of 2024, there's a massive event taking place in Ras Al Khaimah, and that takes place on the 20th of April 2024. Now listen guys, if you want a season pass, it is at a discounted price. So look at the show notes below for the discounted price. And guess what guys, they have two different distances as well, 5 kilometers and 10 kilometers. And if you have kids, get your kids along. So check out the show notes below to find out more information regarding Tough Mudder Arabia. Next, Startup OI is global one tech platform for tech. It offers global high-paying tech jobs with flexibility in working time and location, global free tech events, and tech networks to connect with global like-minded engineers. A brilliant platform to listen to the tech experts in Metaverse and to grab their insights. Now listen, all you have to do is download the app Startup OI. If you're using an Android version, go to Google Store and App Store for iOS devices. Alternatively, you can also click on the show notes below to download Startup OI. Next, guys, listen, if you're into fitness, if you're into adventure, if you want to do something wild but still want to keep your health in check, there is a new podcast in town, a podcast focusing on obstacle course race in the Middle East. The podcast is called the Race Pace Podcast. So check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And the Race Pace Podcast is a peer-to-peer community-driven podcast where they talk all about obstacle course race in the Middle East, from Sandstorm to Spartan Race, from Tough Mudder to Desert Warrior Challenge, and also the Government Gov Games, and quite a lot more. The podcast has interviews with athletes locally and internationally to get inside scoop on how athletes prepare for obstacle course race. In the podcast, they also talk about interesting stories on why they are motivated to do obstacle course race. And that's not all. They also plan to release 7 NFTs. And these NFTs are no ordinary. These NFTs will represent every emirate in the UAE. And listen guys, these NFTs are going to be absolutely massive. So do one thing, go to Spotify, go to iTunes, go to any leading podcasting platform and search for Rise in the Obstacle Course Race podcast. And finally guys, not your keys, not your crypto. If you have dabbled with cryptocurrencies and now are seriously getting to protect your cryptocurrencies, there is no better way to protect it by using a hardware wallet. And this is where Ledger Wallet kicks in. And Ledger Wallets are hardware cryptocurrency wallets made by Ledger, a company headquartered in Paris, France. And Ledger's hardware wallets are multi-currency wallets that are used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. And Ledger offers 2 hardware wallets, the Ledger Nano and Ledger Nano X wallets. They are world-class experts with extensive crypto security backgrounds. They continuously look for vulnerabilities in Ledger products in a constant effort to improve the level of security. Now, in today's world, securing these digital assets is a critical challenge, and this is where Ledger kicks in. So click the link below to buy your hardware wallet and support this podcast. It is a brilliant way to support this podcast. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the show notes below.
Now guys, since you've taken care of that, let's kickstart by looking at the global cryptocurrency market. And as I mentioned earlier guys, the global cryptocurrency market has marginally gone down to $1.08 trillion, and since the last 24 hours, it is down by 1.42%. And what happened guys, just a few hours ago when I was going live for my podcast, there was this news circulating regarding US politics that the Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, has been vacated. And to be honest guys, it's going to be really interesting to see what kind of an impact it will have on the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, because he was the one who was actually responsible for making the 30-day stopgap arrangements, and looks like the Republicans definitely did not like that. Now unfortunately, news such as this will directly or indirectly impact the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, so keep an eye on the news regarding the Speaker of the House in US. Now so far as the total cryptocurrency market volume is concerned, it is down by 2.68% since the last 24 hours, and the volume is at $35.9 billion. Now guys, listen, the volume in DeFi is ridiculously low. It is down to $2.61 billion, and DeFi guys is accounting for 7.26% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume. And so far as the total value locked is concerned, it is at $38.44 billion, and Lido is still dominating with $14.69 billion. Now look guys, one strange anomaly which I've been noticing, I would say since the last 2 months, is that the decentralized exchange to centralized exchange dominance, this usually is picking up pace either on a Tuesday or Wednesday. I have no idea why that is happening. Just few months ago, decentralized exchange to centralized exchange dominance used to actually pump up over the weekend, that is on Saturday and Sunday, but since the last few months, decentralized exchange to centralized exchange dominance very specifically picks up pace on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So really I'm not sure what is going on. Absolutely strange anomaly. And if you look at the 24-hour volume of decentralized exchange as well, exactly the same thing. So really I'm not sure if Tuesdays and Wednesdays cryptocurrency exchanges are trying to do some notorious activity, because that's what it looks like, isn't it? And so far as the 24-hour volume of decentralized exchange is concerned, Uniswap's volume has crossed the $1 billion mark again. It is at $1.15 billion. PancakeSwap is at $266.99 million. Thorchain Gas is at $197.33 million. Core Finance at $101.83 million. And Maverick Protocol at $88.62 million. And I very specifically remember, guys, earlier this year, when I used to look at the 24-hour volume of decentralized exchange, Uniswap's volume used to cross the $1 billion mark, mostly on a Saturday or Sunday, but since the last 2 months, it's on Tuesdays or Wednesdays is when the volume picks up pace. So again, I really am not sure what is going on in the crazy world of DeFi. Now, so far as the volume of stablecoins is concerned, it is ridiculously low, but it is definitely better than the previous months, and it is at $33.71 billion, but stablecoins, guys, are still accounting for 93.90% of the total crypto market 24-hour volume, and the volume of Tether USDT, guys, is at $28.53 billion, and Circle USDC's volume has gone down. It is at $3.76 billion, but Binance BUSD's volume is at $648 million. Now look, guys, the end of Binance BUSD is definitely going to take place somewhere on the first quarter or second quarter of 2024. Now my big question is, what would replace Binance BUSD's role as the third most stable coin used on a 24-hour basis? I wouldn't be surprised if it'll be True USD or maybe some new algorithmically backed stablecoin. So keep an eye on the news surrounding stablecoins. Now guys, let's quickly run through the market share, 24-hour trading volume and dominance between Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now unfortunately, Ethereum's market cap has gone below the $200 billion mark. It is at $198 billion, whereas Bitcoin's market cap has also gone down by roughly around $2 billion since the last 24 hours. It is at $532.4 billion. The 24-hour trading volume, guys, of Bitcoin is $12.9 billion, whereas Ethereum is at $5.2 billion. Now, could it be possible since the last 24 hours, a lot of selling is going on regarding Ethereum, and most of the selling is actually taking place in Uniswap? Now, based on the numbers, that is what it looks like. But if you do have any other explanation, please mention them in the comments below. Now, guys, if you look at the dominance, guys, Bitcoin's dominance has slightly gone up at 49.30%, and Ethereum's dominance, guys, is at 18.40%. Now, in today's episode, guys, let me just run through a new metric, and that is the NFT marketplace by volume. Now, mind you, guys, I'm only looking at the volume and not necessarily the number of transactions actually taking place. Now, the number one marketplace by volume is Blur, and if you look at it in terms of Ethereum, it is 1,445.78 ETH. The second one, guys, is OpenSea at 1,151.97 ETH. And the third one, guys, is also connected to Blur. It is Blur Aggregator at 468.64 ETH. And finally, guys, at number 4th is X2Y2 at 211.68 ETH. And finally, guys, at number 5th is Gem at 158.22 ETH. Now, if you're someone from Dubai, UAE or Middle East, guys, I wouldn't be surprised if you're using Blur to do a lot of trading, but at one point of time, OpenSea was absolutely dominating and smashing it. But so far as Blur is concerned, it has definitely picked up pace, and I'm pretty much sure, I think it was towards the end of last year or the first quarter of this year, I used to cover quite a lot of news regarding Blur. So it looks like, so far as volume is concerned, Blur has definitely overtaken OpenSea and by a massive volume as well. Now, guys, in today's episode, before we look at the king of all kings, let me just run through a protocol called a SafePal, because I do believe they go back to 2018 and they're claiming to be a platform that focuses on providing cryptocurrency wallet solutions to users, and these solutions include both hardware and software wallets, and the primary goal, guys, of SafePal is to ensure security of users' cryptocurrency assets while at the same time making it convenient for them to manage their holdings. And it's needless to say that they have their own token as well, and the token is called as SFP, and it is the native utility token of SafePal ecosystem, and it serves various purposes within the platform, such as discounts and incentives. And so far as discounts are concerned, guys, users can use SFP to get discounts on services and products within the SafePal ecosystem, and this includes reduced fees or lower cost or using hardware wallets. And so far as incentives is concerned, SafePal rewards its users with SFP tokens for various activities such as staking their tokens, participating in campaigns, and completing tasks through the wallet apps as well, and this incentivizes users to engage with the platform. Now, one of the unique things, guys, of SafePal is its token supply, and to be honest, guys, I really am not liking it, but let me go ahead and explain what it is, because SafePal has a maximum supply of 500 million SFP tokens. However, only a portion of these tokens are currently in circulation, and more tokens will be available in circulation as users interact with SafePal ecosystem and earn rewards. So let me go ahead and break down what this token allocation is. And as I mentioned earlier, guys, this is something which I do not like. Now, so far as the team is concerned, 20% of the token supply is allocated to the development team. Foundation also has a reserve, and 20% is set aside for the foundation to support the project's development. So look, guys, 40% out of everything is already being distributed to the team and foundation reserve. I really am not sure if US Security and Exchange Commission would absolutely be liking this news. And finally, guys, so far as the community is concerned, 15% is allocated to the community. They also have a product and marketing team, and 15% is used for product development and marketing efforts, and 9% is given to strategic sale. And guys, listen, so far as the tokenomics is concerned, they also had a private sale of 4%, an airdrop of 5%, and seed sale of 2%. And so far as partnership and ecosystem is concerned, 5% is allocated to partnership and building the ecosystem. Now, guys, listen, if you want to ask me my honest opinion, this is absolutely one of the worst tokenomic supply, because it does give an impression that there is a very strong centralized entity going ahead and making the decision, and unfortunately it looks like it is not the community who's going ahead and making the decision. But these are my thoughts on it, guys. You can agree to it or disagree to it. Now, what is really a bit interesting about SafePal, guys, is that they also have SafePal wallet offerings. So let me just very briefly run through that, because they have a wallet app, and this application allows users to manage both SafePal hardware wallet and SafePal software wallets as well. And they claim that they provide a user-friendly interface for accessing and controlling their cryptocurrency assets. And they also have SafePal S1 hardware wallet, where SafePal's hardware wallet known as S1 is offline and decentralized device that supports numerous blockchain and thousands of cryptocurrencies, and it also incorporates advanced security features such as EL5 plus secure elements and a self-destructive mechanism as well. And they also have SafePal Cipher. This essentially, guys, is a protective metallic board designed to safeguard the mnemonic phrases used to recover wallets, and by doing that it offers protections against water, fire, salt, and corrosion as well. And finally, guys, they also have something called a SafePal Who, and the Who stands for Wallet Holder Offering. And SafePal Who is an innovative airdrop mechanism that rewards SafePal users with tokens from ecological partners in a secure and decentralized manner. And users need to hold SFP tokens in the SafePal wallets to participate in the offerings. And finally, they also have Gift Box, which is essentially integrated into the SafePal wallet app. And the Gift Box feature allows the community to learn about new crypto projects and earn rewards from blockchain projects by completing simple tasks and quizzes. So essentially, guys, in summary, SafePal offers a comprehensive ecosystem for cryptocurrency users, including hardware and software wallets, and the utility token called as SFP also provides benefits and rewards and various features to engage and incentivize the community, where users can participate in the SafePal ecosystem by holding and using SFP tokens. So what are your thoughts, guys? Whether you like this protocol or project, mention them in the comments below. Now, guys, let's look at the king of all kings, that is Bitcoin. And the price of Bitcoin, guys, since the last 24 hours is down by 2.33%, and it is currently at $27,307. But since the last 7 days, it is up by 4.04%, and that is because of the whole drama regarding the US federal shutdown, isn't it? Now, Ethereum, guys, is at $1,651. Since the last 24 hours, it is down by 1.26%, and since the last 7 days, if we look at it, it is marginally up by 3.94%. Binance BNB coin, guys, is at $213. Since the last 24 hours, it's down by 0.97%, and since the last 7 days, it is up by 0.48%. Now, guys, there is this massive news circulating regarding Metaverse. Is the Metaverse dead? And looks like, as an industry, what Metaverse is doing is they're trying to promote news regarding Metaverse, and one of the OGs of Metaverse, or rather the guy who actually termed the word Metaverse, is trying to promote their blockchain and trying to get news out regarding Metaverse. So the news essentially, guys, is LAMINA1 is a blockchain protocol that is associated with Neal Stephenson, and Rebecca Barkin, the CEO of LAMINA1 blockchain, did have an interview with Cointelegraph, and what she actually said, that as long as individuals keep dedicating their time and financial resources to digital encounters, the development of the Metaverse will persist. Now look, guys, I do have this feeling, so far as Metaverse is concerned, we are looking at least 8 to 10 years from now to get mainstream adoption of Metaverse. And Meta, guys, they did launch a new headset called as MetaQuest 3, which most likely will be available by the 10th of October. To be honest, guys, that will be an absolutely game changer, and I'll definitely try to cover that in my Metaverse Everything podcast. Now, so far as the news regarding LAMINA1 blockchain is concerned, it's so important to understand, guys, that Neal Stephenson, who coined the term Metaverse in his 1992 book Snow Crash, is pushing forward with its vision despite waning interest in it, and some are even calling that the Metaverse is dead. And guys, what I did is, in my Crypto and Coffee Date podcast, I believe it was roughly around 2 weeks ago, I did release an episode where we actually discussed if Metaverse is dead. Now in the show notes below, you'll get the link to go and listen to the episode, so please feel free to go and check it out, because in that episode, guys, I actually discussed if Metaverse is dead. We revisited the time frame. We also looked at lack of Metaverse news, particularly in the Middle East. And also, guys, I also went and gave my honest thoughts and opinions that in the Metaverse, do we require blockchain or cryptocurrencies, or will stable coins or central bank digital currencies play a much pivotal role? And in that episode, guys, that I released, I also talked about an article which is published by Cryptopolitan, which actually stated that investors have lost 99% in the Metaverse. But so far as the news regarding LAMINA1 is concerned, guys, they are focusing on Discovery Month this particular month, and they are hosting 2 interactive workshops for Unity and Unreal Engine developers to begin diving in it with toolkits, as well as 2 creator competitions that will allow participants to have their arts and experiences featured on the LAMINA1 Hub platform. Now listen, guys, if you're an advocate or curious about Metaverse, you definitely need to go ahead and check it out. And also, guys, go ahead and listen to my episode. It'll give you a better understanding on the actual time frame of mainstream adoption of Metaverse. Now, guys, let's discuss the second news, and this is to do with central bank digital currency. And Francis Villeroy de Gaulle, the governor of France's central bank, said that Euro area central banks will set out plans for a wholesale central bank digital currency in the next coming weeks, and they are seeking to innovate how financial institutions settle securities and foreign exchange transactions. And look, guys, the European Union is planning to have wholesale CBDCs out within the next couple of weeks. Now look, guys, it's so critical to understand the key difference between Bitcoin and central bank digital currencies. Now what I really recommend you to do is, guys, go to my website www.blockchaindxb.com, and under the tab that says blockchain, scroll through it, you'll see 2 PDF files, and in the second file, guys, I have given a quick comparison between Bitcoin and central bank digital currency. Now look, our central bank digital currencies are definitely not ideal, because it does give government full control over your spendings, full control so far as the production of money is concerned, management of money is concerned, and even supply of money is concerned. But as much as I dislike saying it, central bank digital currencies will be mainstream in the next couple of years. And so far as this news regarding Europe is concerned, guys, the central bank would be exploring alternative protocols and blockchain, as well as its own proprietary distributed ledger for security settlement system. And guys, a recent study by the traditional finance lobby suggested that financial markets powered by distributed ledger technology using central bank digital currencies could save $100 billion per year by freeing collateral and automating back office processes. Now look, our central bank digital currencies are definitely going to be mainstream 3 to 5 years from now. And as I mentioned earlier, guys, regarding news regarding Metaverse, once Metaverse goes mainstream, I hate to say it, but central bank digital currencies will be an ideal fit so far as payment is concerned and medium of exchange is concerned in comparison to, let's say, cryptocurrencies on blockchain. So go to my website and download that file. Now, guys, let's discuss some news from the world of NFTs and art. And Sotheby's is joining forces with Ledger to offer a unique digital art experience. And as part of this exciting collaboration, Sotheby's collectors will have access to exclusive hardware wallets provided by Ledger. Additionally, this partnership will introduce a special edition of the Ledger Stacks in the near future. So look out for Ledger Stacks. I'm pretty much sure they'll come up with some unique concept in terms of design And the whole focus of this partnership is to enhance the digital art experience for art enthusiasts and collectors alike. And this is a strategy which has been developed by Ledger to become a key player in the digital art world as well. And if you do want to read through the official link, Decrypt has gone ahead and published the article, and the link for that is in the show notes below. Now guys, let's discuss some news regarding artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence, to be honest, has definitely taken the world by storm, and the race for artificial intelligence AI chips is actually continuing. And one of the retail giants from South Korea called as Samsung, they have partnered with Canadian startup called Tensor, and with this partnership they are going to produce chips and intellectual properties for data centers. And on October the 2nd, the Canadian startup announced a partnership with Samsung, saying that it'll use to bring the next generation of AI chiplets to market. And Jim Keller, the CEO of Tensor, said the goal is to develop high-performance compute and to deliver these solutions to customers around the world. To be honest guys, I've got all of the Samsung products, and the quality of Samsung products are absolutely brilliant, and them getting into artificial intelligence space will definitely get a lot of mainstream adoption as well. And so far as this partnership is concerned, the deal includes use of Samsung's advanced manufacturing processes, that is the SF4X process, and 4nm architecture to produce its next generation chips. And according to the announcement, the product to be developed with Samsung will be a chiplet that will be paired with other chiplet, and everything will be in one package. So definitely a very positive news for mainstream adoption, especially in the world of artificial intelligence. Now guys, let's discuss two news from the Crypto and Coffee Date series. And the first news guys is that ex-UBS managing director is actually leaving crypto to start a new fund in the hot city of Abu Dhabi. And Tim Grant guys is the former managing director at UBS, and is so powerful that he's leaving crypto investment bank Galaxy Digital, and he has gone to launch a new fund called as DuX Capital, which is essentially an investment operating company focused on private equity, venture capital, venture building and fund allocation. And his mission is to improve access to capital and address issues in the financial system. And the company encourages interactions between portfolio companies. And it also features a digital asset market maker, that is Alpha Lab 40, which trades with Galaxy Digital. And DuX guys operates as of now in Malta, the UK and the UAE as well. And one of the reasons why Tim Grant did actually choose Middle East was due to its increasing relevance and forward-thinking approach. And he actually mentioned that the growth of talent in Abu Dhabi and Dubai is definitely much better than most of the other countries. Now at this point of time, London still remains most important, but so far as the fund is concerned, it is location agnostic, and Tim Grant aims to accelerate the evolution of fintech landscape. And his new firm called as DuX Capital is not solely focused on crypto, but it is also interested in artificial intelligence guys, and the company is already using artificial intelligence in its portfolio. And look guys, lately what I've been noticing is a lot of the companies are actually switching the operations from cryptocurrencies, Metaverse, into artificial intelligence. And even DuX Capital plans to invest in financial services companies leveraging artificial intelligence. And so far as his previous role is concerned, he was the head of EMEA at Galaxy Digital, and his new fund will actually seek to support companies improving capital access for all of them. And the fund will also promote collaborations among portfolio companies. And guys, as of now, they're operating in multiple countries to foster fintech innovation, but the Middle East for now is the prime focus. So definitely some positive news. Now guys, let's discuss the second news, which has more to do with artificial intelligence. And this news guys, to be honest, is circulating in mainstream media as well. And the news is that Saudi Arabia is launching National Olympiad for programming and artificial intelligence, and in doing so they're going to attract 300,000 pupils. And this is in collaboration with SDAIA, the Ministry of Education, and Mawiba as well, and they aim to foster computer science and AI skills in middle and high school students. And the goal is to prepare Saudi youths for artificial intelligence driven world, and they expect participation from 300,000 pupils out of 3 million of them. And they're emphasizing inclusivity for students from diverse backgrounds. And look guys, as far as news regarding artificial intelligence is concerned, I wouldn't be surprised if Saudi Arabia is actually leading the race, because lately there are quite a lot of news regarding Saudi Arabia. Even in the world of sports guys, Saudi Arabia is kind of like the center focus of boxing as well, isn't it? And what I tend to do is I personally do a lot of obstacle course race, and one of the massive events that is taking place in February of next year is Tough Mudder Infinity. So it looks like Saudi Arabia is definitely making quite a lot of news and headways, not just in the technology space, but also in the sports industry as well. And so far as the news regarding artificial intelligence is concerned, They are focusing on developing analytical and problem-solving skills, and they encourage computational thinking and algorithmic AI-based design, and the aim is to contribute to an AI-rich economy in Saudi Arabia, and they seek to nurture a creative generation for global technological challenges, and the ultimate goal of Saudi Arabia, guys, is to excel in international scientific competition, leading to a representation at the International Science and Engineering Fair. And so far as the registration of this program is concerned, you can go to Maviba website, and the registration is already open now until the 28th of November, and 2 rounds of tests will be conducted. One I believe is in Jan of 2024, and the second one will be in April of 2024, and these tests will actually go ahead and evaluate your skills. And Dr. Amal Al-Hazar highlighted Saudi students' interest in Olympiads, and look, Saudi Arabia is definitely aiming to position itself as a leader in the technological progress and innovation, and I wouldn't be surprised, let's see, the next 3 to 5 years down the line, Saudi Arabia will be a leader not just in artificial intelligence but also in mainstream sports events as well. So definitely positive news from the Middle East. And that's about all, guys, from Crypto and Coffee Date from Blockchain DXB. In case if you guys have any feedback or suggestions, drop me an email to info@blockchaindxb.com. Check out my website www.blockchaindxb.com, and also check out my other website area2071.com that talks everything about Metaverse. And guys, if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. Now for the next few minutes, there's going to be an Ask Me Anything series where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So let's kick start with the Ask Me Anything series. Hey everyone, it's Josh from Blockchain DXB listening to the Ask Me Anything series where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. I have a question by Andrew who asks, do you think XRP could top all cryptocurrencies once it wins the lawsuit against SEC? Definitely not, Andrew. I do think that Bitcoin is going to be the king of all kings. Now, if you look at the market cap of XRP, unfortunately, it has gone down. And I very specifically remember, Andrew, the day the news broke out that XRP is not a security, XRP's market cap did actually overtake Binance BNB Chain's market cap as well. But I believe that just lasted for a few days. And after that, Binance BNB Chain definitely overtook XRP. Now, one of the biggest problems regarding XRP is the extreme centralization. And look, I am not a massive advocate of XRP or Ripple, but the fact is, they do solve quite a lot of banking the unbanking problem. But so far as cryptocurrency is concerned, you actually do not even need XRP for Ripple to exist. So the whole existence of XRP is actually questionable. And one of the podcasters, Laura Shin, that is from Unchained, she's definitely not a massive advocate of XRP or Ripple. And to be honest, a lot of the OGs in the cryptocurrency world are definitely not a fan of XRP. Because to be honest, Andrew, there's a lot of centralization going on regarding XRP. Now, can you also switch that question in stating that let's say for some odd reason, if SEC does go and win that case, will XRP dump down to the lowest? Definitely possible, and unfortunately that thing should not happen. When you talk about Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, news such as this should not be impacting the price of any tokens or cryptocurrencies, but sadly in case of XRP, that is what it is. And look, for the past 3 years, all I see is that, XRP is definitely going to be winning the case, and whenever there is any news or tweet circulating regarding that, the price of XRP actually pumps up. To be honest, that is definitely not right. It does sound like a very scammy project, isn't it? Now, I'm not saying that XRP or RippleNet is a scam or scammy project, but it does give that impression, and I do believe, Andrew, the XRP army, at one point of time, they were extremely strong. They used to get offended by any teeny tiny little things. But that all being said, I definitely like the software technology that RippleNet provides. And I always say that in El Salvador, rather than let's say adopting Bitcoin as a legal tender, what the president could have done is he could have simply got and implemented RippleNet or XRP. That would have actually helped the citizens. But that is a completely different topic altogether. But to answer your question, no, Andrew, I don't think that XRP could top all cryptocurrencies, even if it wins a lawsuit. And that's overall, guys, from Crypto and Coffee Date from Blockchain DXB. In case if you guys have any feedback or suggestions, drop me an email to info@blockchaindxb.com. Check out my website www.blockchaindxb.com, and also check out my website area2071.com that talks everything about Metaverse. And guys, remember, Monday to Thursdays, 8 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. we have Crypto and Coffee at 8, where we cover top news and information pertaining to Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. And now this series of episodes on the Crypto and Coffee 88 works is we usually cover some top news and information pertaining to the price of cryptocurrencies, some major breaking news, occasionally short and sweet news as well, news that has an impact in the cryptocurrency world. The other two news and information is related to Dubai, UAE, and Middle East in the world of Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. And what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and have a nice one. Bye-bye.